crafty friends. I am getting in on the Christmas in July. It is the 20th of July right now, and I created a recipe journal. That's what I'm calling it. A Christmas recipe journal. And this is about, let's see, 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's got a 2 1/4 inch spine. So I did not put a closure on this. I thought because if somebody's going to be cooking around this, you don't want to have to fumble with untying it. So if somebody really wanted a closure, I could add one. So if you're interested in this journal, let me know. Okay, so I used several different paper collections. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm moving the camera. Several different paper collections. I don't recall what I used. I did find this image on Pinterest because I didn't have a title for it. We Wish You a Delicious Christmas, I thought was a great title for this journal. So let's go. There's the back. And look at that. Look at the binding. Oh my God, it's so cute. It's so cute. I love these little flat back buttons. And then there's this little flat back reindeer. So we have 2 gingerbread men and a reindeer, and then 2 reindeer and a gingerbread man, and 2 gingerbread men and a reindeer. And those just kind of cover the holes that I punched to sew in my 3 signatures. All right, let's go inside. All right, so I tried to keep this somewhat simple. I have a tuck pocket here with, now my thought would be you put a recipe here, you'd put a recipe here. You can either write it out or you can cut them out from newspapers, magazines, what have you, print them off the internet, and then glue them in. Whatever works for you. This one's great for a recipe. And then these 2. And I tried the print on the back of everything, so I didn't have to do too much inking, but these 2, I had to ink. So, and then you got your cute little tag. You could do a recipe on the front and on the back. All right. Then we've got this cute little reindeer belly band with the plaid flower. And then this opens up. It is an envelope. You pull it out, recipe there, and on the back. So, and my very heavily panting dog just walked in the room. Okay, that goes back in there. This tucks under here to close it. And then that goes back in there. I tried to not make it super interactive. There are a few interactive things in here, but most of them are pullouts. So you could put a recipe here. We've got this little tuck spot here with this and a tag. Then over here we have a pull out with another, look at that, isn't that pretty? And then room for a recipe on the back as well. Now this doesn't have to be for recipes. This can be just your personal journal if you want to do that. It doesn't have to be for recipes. I just kind of leaned into that a little bit. Side tuck. I inked the back of that. Recipe here. Like I said, I keep saying recipes, but it doesn't have to be for a recipe book. Okay, so we just got this little side tuck pocket here, and there's this little envelope that pulls out, and we've got 2 tags inside. And that goes back in there. We've got, I didn't ink this. Okay, so I need to ink this. But you could write a recipe on here, and then this little fold out a small recipe there. I knew I'd miss something. Okay, over here. So this opens up, and then this cute little tag, and all the tags have a ribbon on it. And then we've got this cute little guy with the cookies and the milk, a small tag. And then this opens like that. Pretty cup of tea. That actually sounds really good. Okay, over here. Okay, this always happens. There we go. All right, so we've got this tag, a big one, and a small one with a little gingerbread man. And then this whole page, because it was lined, I just thought, well, that would be perfect to write a large recipe on. So that was our first signature. This is the start of the second signature. And that pulls out. I love this, I don't know, mixer. So we've got a large tag here. And then we've got this kind of a fold out situation. And we've got a little tag here. We've got this tag, and then we've got another place for a recipe. And then, of course, you could put a recipe here and a recipe there. Or, again, it doesn't have to be for recipes. It can be for just your thoughts and feelings if you're a baker and you like to journal. Okay. So then on this page, we have gingerbread cookie recipe. We have these 2 pull-outs here, red and green. Side tuck, room for whatever you want right here. We've got another large tag, and then that opens. Then we have back here behind Santa. Ah, another one. I'm going to pull the other one out so I remember to ink it and stick it back in too. All right, then Santa lifts up. There's 2 little tags in here. These are actually inked. And you could write a recipe or whatever you want up there. Then we have this pull out. This is like a little wooden embellishment. This opens up. And 3 recipes can go on there. Okay, intentionally left these blank for you to have lots of room to write. It was getting kind of thick too, so I had to start being more cautious. So we have this little tuck spot. That opens up. And over here, cute little tuck spot. We've got this little recipe or journaling card, and this opens up like that for recipes or journaling. This also could be a gift for somebody. If you know somebody who is a baker and would enjoy this, this is also something that you could gift somebody. So this pulls out. This opens up. Cute little button there. That opens that way. And then a pull out for recipes in there. And then we've got 2 pages here. Now, I also thought if you were cutting out recipes that people have given you, or like I said earlier, from a magazine or what have you, you can just cut them out and glue them right on here. And then you could still see some of the paper in the background, but you know, you could just basically glue them right on. So then we've got this pull out, opens like this. We've got little Santa up at the top. And then here we have a place for thoughts or a recipe, and then another little envelope with 2 tags inside. I can imagine this even being a gift that a grandma could give her granddaughter, and then they could fill it up together, or a mom and a daughter, what have you. So then we have this page with this nice tuck spot and this tag, room on the front and the back. This pull out here. And then we have so 2 little pockets on that side, the gingerbread cookies, and room on the back. And over here was a cup of coffee or tea there. And we have this little envelope for you to just tuck whatever you want in there. We've got another one that needs to be inked, but it's a Santa. You could write something on the back there. This one too. All right. And then we have this large pull out from back here. And then these pull out. We've got this little pocket and another little envelope for you to put whatever you want in there. Little journaling card. And another place for journaling or recipes. Okay, that's a snug fit. Okay, that was in there when we first started. You saw me pull it out. All right, I hate for this to happen on camera, but this does fit. I'm going to get it back in there in a second, but Lord Almighty, I swear it fits. If it fits, it ships. All right, and then our last page, we have another tuck spot. We have this little booklet that opens, and we have this sweet little gingerbread man tag. And then finally, we have a large tag. And we've got the flour sack and things in the background there. And then this little booklet opens up. So, if you're interested in this journal slash recipe situation, I'm going to get that to go in there. I swear I will. Definitely contact me. My email is always in the description box down below the video. I usually give it a couple days. If somebody on my YouTube wants to purchase it, I usually sell it about $40 cheaper than I listed on Etsy. So if I don't have a buyer in a couple days, I will list this on Etsy. And thanks for watching, guys. Give me a thumbs up, like, share, comment, all the things. You know, my channel has been stuck just below 25,000 subscribers for more than a year. And it would be fantastic. It would be a gift if you know, sometime soon, we could get over 25,000. So thanks for watching. Happy scrappy day. Bye.